Let's talk about Elspeth Resplendent Oathbreaker. What kind of deck can we build with it? What kind of signature spell might be best for it? And if you have any ideas while we go, drop them in the comments. Elspeth costs 5 mana and starts at 5 loyalty. +1, choose up to 1 target creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and a counter from among flying, first strike, lifelink, or vigilance on it. -3, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a permanent card with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield with a shield counter on it. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. -7, create 5 3/3 white angel creature tokens with flying. Quick reminder about the shield token thing. If a creature with a shield token would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead. This might make a signature spell like Wrath of God or Day of Judgment real good. You get to wipe the board, but your shield counter creature lives. Vanquish the Horde might be a nice option too. It can be cast for a little bit cheaper, sometimes at least. My board wipe of choice though would be Damning Verdict. For 5 mana, sorcery, destroy all creatures with no counters on them. This synergizes with what Elspeth seems to want to do, and you don't even need to use the shield counter then. You could just save that for another time. We could instead try to focus a deck around creatures with mana value 3 or less, which has to do with her minus ability. Kayla's Reconstruction costs X white for sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put up to X artifacts and or creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Just make sure you're building your deck right to really get the most out of this. And Recommission and Patch Up are both reanimation spells for creatures with low converted mana cost, at least worth consideration. I think my favorite choice for the deck would be Contractual Safeguard. For 2 and a white, it's an instant with Addendum. If you cast this spell during your main phase, put a shield counter on a creature you control. Choose a kind of counter on a creature you control. Put a counter of that kind on each other creature you control. Now this seems really fun. Elspeth can do a whole bunch of counter shenanigans. She can put +1/+1 counters, flying, first strike, lifelink, vigilance, and shield counters on stuff. Unbound Potential is pretty solid too. For 2 mana, it's an instant. Choose 1, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, or proliferate. Boon of Safety is worth a mention too. For a single white mana, instant, put a shield counter on target creature, scry 1. Very recastable at just 1 mana. I like that about it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and consider subscribing if you like videos like this. I'm trying to go through all of the standard planeswalkers and make a video for each of them. I'm probably at about the halfway mark right now, so I'm getting there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.